Hey guys, well, I finally got the rest of the garden put in. I didn't really film too much of the planting of the plants. That's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll show you guys what I got put in. Now, my cucumbers and my zucchini, where I normally get them, they were all out and they weren't going to get any more in. And then I went to several different places, and I don't know if like the suppliers had greenhouses had a bug or what, but it was really hard to find some plants. But I finally did find some cukes and some zucchini, and let's take a look at the garden and see what I've done so far. Okay, we'll start down here where I put my beans in. I have to apologize, it's a pretty windy day here today, but got my beans in, and they're already starting to come up. So there's some right there, some of them coming up there. Yeah, each row has some coming up. We did get a lot of rain right after I planted these three sections. Peppers are doing really good. Peppers look really good. And looks like I even got a bean that I dropped is coming up right here. So yeah, them come up pretty quick. Tomatoes are looking good, as you can see, nice and strong. Got to get out here and do some weeding. And so let's start in with the zucchinis here. Summer squash, zucchinis and yellow squash. Now these are the ones that I got at a greenhouse, and some of them were already flowering out, but they look like everybody's doing good here so far. And we have here is the cucumbers. We got the 2 rows here. Pickling cucumbers. These looked in pretty rough shape when I got them at first. So in the flats, a lot of them had a lot of yellow leaves, but they're standing up good now, and I think they'll do all right. Now this next row, I wasn't gonna do this, but my buddy brought me, I told him, he said, what else do you need for your garden? And I give him a few ideas here, and he ended up getting a flat of jalapenos. So I ended up just doing a row of jalapenos down here, and it looks like one might have got knocked over or something here, but all the jalapenos look good in. And then this right here, this looks really good. This is a melon. I think it's like a muskmelon or cantaloupe. And then over there I got a pumpkin. And then this row right here there's a couple acorn squash and then spaghetti squash all down through here. This is all spaghetti squash. And then I think these 2 on the ends are butternut squash. These are winter squash here. So there is that part of the garden. That's about 3/4 of the garden. And then the other day we busted out 6 rows of sweet corn. So I got 6 rows of sweet corn, and what I got was peaches and cream sweet corn. So hopefully I don't have any problem with the deer. I really didn't have any deer in the garden last year, and they're planting corn in the fields around me this year, so hopefully, cross my fingers, I don't have any problems with them. Plus the dogs are always out here, so yeah, that's it. That's the whole garden. Probably gonna fertilize tonight, and then what I'll do as far as fertilizing this first time, because he's been in a few days and got seeded in again, what I'm gonna do is I'll make up a fish emulsion. I got some fish emulsion, and I'll just add a tablespoon or two to my watering cans over here, and I'll just go down through here and just give everybody a nice little drink in the evening, so they stay wet throughout the night and get a lot of that. That's the fish emulsion. It's a real quick acting. It doesn't last too long, you know, but it's like a booster before I go and get my other fertilizer. But very cool. I am happy that I got my garden in before June 1st. I also got my pepper station in, and I'll show you these little gifts that I got from the Timber Wookie, and I really got a lot of peppers, hot peppers. This is all the hot peppers, so spent a lot of time just putting pots in and everything. And last year my ghost chilies and my other hot peppers that I had did awesome. So I had some habaneros in the garden that really didn't do too good, so I'm hoping that these hot peppers in the pots, I can monitor the moisture and everything, and fertilizer, and get some really good ones. So let's walk over here and check it out. So as you see, I got a mow, but here are my hot peppers, and the gift that I got from the Wookie are these spools, these wire spools. He was watching my video and he thought, man, that would go great. And they really do, buddy. Thanks so much for it. It's a great addition to this, and give you guys a look here. Quite a bit of hot peppers there. So I'm really excited about this. I had a plan to do this last fall, planning on this year's garden, and didn't know if I was gonna be able to get around to it, but I ended up to get some pots and just do it. So these 6 right here on this big table, these are jalapenos, and they're the same jalapenos that were out in the garden, but I wanted to kind of do a little experiment, and of course we had a whole flat of jalapenos, so I wanted to put some in pots and then some in the garden and see if that's going to make a difference, because last year's jalapenos really just peckered out and just didn't really go really well in the garden. So we'll see. They're the same kind, same flat. We'll see if they do better in the pots. Now each one of these little spool, I got 3 of these spool tables with 3 hot peppers on it, and each one's got 1 of each in the same area. That is a habanero. I got a habanero there, and then I got a habanero there, and then I have a cayenne there, and I have a cayenne there, And I have a cayenne there, and then on the bottom left is it's called a sweet heat. A sweet heat. Have 3 of them. So I guess the sweet heat is just like a really spicy, ugly version of a bell pepper. I don't know. I have never grew them, but they look pretty good to grow in the garden. I had a bunch of wood boring bees here, and I'm talking a bunch of wood boring bees. I'm not just talking, you know, 5 or 6 of them. I'm talking like, you know, herds of these suckers. And Chase was over the other day, and they were just flying around. I mean, they were just, there was like so many of these wood-borne bees, and they get up in these, the only place they get up is on this shed that's added onto the garage, because everything else is vinyl siding and aluminum and stuff like that. But they drilling holes in my trim and my overhang and everything, and I told Chase, I said, I'll give you $1 a bee. I give him a tennis racket. I said, I'll give you $1 a bee. And by the time he was done, he was up to $18. He killed 18 of them suckers. And as you can see, there's none of them flying around. He didn't get them all. I think there's 1 or 2 that's still flying around, but hell, I'll deal with that. Well, guys, that's pretty much it for planting of the garden and vegetables and everything. And I'll just keep you guys updated on the growth, and maybe I'll do some fertilizer videos. Maybe when I put my cages on, and just basically do updates on the garden over the summer. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So till the next time, everybody take care.